welcome to the Learning Ladders. Today I'm sharing with you our literature-based curriculum that we picked this year. This is called Torchlight, Level 2 Logic and Legends. And I'll show you all the different parts to it, a quick flip through. And then I've got some of the books that they have included to show you as well. Now, Torchlight covers literature and poetry, writing, art and music, history, science, and logic and legend. Now, what I really like about the curriculum is that it teaches information literacy and critical thinking, which I think is amazing in a literature-based curriculum. I'm so impressed with everything that I've seen in it so far. So as I said, in the teacher guide you have a week at a glance, and then for each day they go into it in more detail, so exactly what you should look through for day 1. So you're doing the book 2 Truths and a Lie, so you have to read the chapter and over the week determine whether or not it's actually true or not, which I think in this day and age is really important. They actually use Curiosity Chronicles for their history, and we use Story of the World, so I'm not going to be following it exactly, but they do have some great ideas, and some of the books that they picked obviously will work really well with Story of the World too. One of them is The Archers, Alchemists, and 98 Other Medieval Jobs You Might Have Loved or Loathed. So I did still go ahead with the curriculum even though they didn't use the same history, because everything else worked really well. So it is a 36-week curriculum. That gives you an informational page as with all of the curriculums. I really like the methodology, so that we're following the Socratic method to find answers and ask quality questions. Socratic's philosophy held that students should never be fed the answers, instead they should be taught to ask the questions, which again in this day and age is a really important skill. Okay, this is the book list. So this is the some of the read alouds for literature and language arts. They do have optional extras as well that you can purchase. Then we have some of the writing options as well, writing your own play. For history and social studies, logic and legend. So they're including a logic and legend section with lots of game suggestions, which I really love. Science. And some of these are amazing books. I can't wait to start. So, for example, I didn't get all the books out because I didn't want to bombard you, but some of the comic book books that they've got for coral reefs, plagues, dogs, bats, they look so fun. So, I mean, if you want to see them, let me know, and I'll definitely do a whole video, but I didn't want to overload you with too many books. Art and music. So, we've got all the music suggestions. So, some really great music books to choose from. The Instruments of the Orchestra is a really nice one. Then these are all MP3s that you obviously have to purchase, or depending on if you've got some kind of music subscription, they might be available, but they are all on Amazon. Can't get that word out. They're all on Amazon. What they're using for their poetry is pantomime poetry, which is an hilarious book. Again, let me know if you want me to do a flip through. And it's called Glad Your Nose Is On Your Face. Okay, the rest of the literature list. And there we have some more social study books. As I said, they're using Curiosity Chronicles, which does look like a really good curriculum, but I really like Story of the World, so for now we're sticking with that. And then here's the extensions. So there are tons more books that you could choose from if you wanted to. We did pick a couple of them. She gives you some game suggestions. We have got Chicken Shuffle, Smart Game Vikings, and Sleeping Queens for now. And I've also got the Laser Maze on my list to get. And again, they give you videos and app suggestions. I don't want to show that too much because that's specific to the guide. So it tells you for geography how to teach it their way, and then this is all your weekly book lists. I did actually separate them, that's why it's not in the main guide, just because I thought that would be easier. Now, one of the things I really love is this, the vocabulary spell book. This is so cool. So I'll just get to give you some suggestions to how to play. So bingos, Scrabble games. But here is the vocabulary sheet. So you've got your word, prefix, root word, suffix, what you think it means, definition, draw something, use it in a sentence, synonyms, antonyms, and then they give you some game options at the bottom. It's the same throughout. But I think that's just such a fun way of presenting it, the vocabulary spell book. For the writing assignments, we have Becoming a Bard, which again, I love. It sounds so fun. And in it are all your writing assignments. So this is your introductory page, and then here are some of your assignments. Lots of different, so this one's observing the picture, talking about setting, characters, start creating your characters by drawing them, giving them a name. So basically, this is what we're doing throughout. Challenge and conflict resolution, embellish, interview. That's always fun to do. And then you can actually write your story. It's just fantastic. I'm so excited for this curriculum. For geography, they have your reference and blank maps for you to use. They tell you to put these in page protectors so you can write on them. I've just bound them for now. That's something that we might do. And then this is amazing. It's your literature primers. So basically they've read all the books that are on the list, and at the top they give you intent, so why they picked it to read, which I really love to know. Possible concerns, which is great for me. My daughter has got a very vivid imagination and certain books can be a bit scary, so it's great to know if there's anything I need to watch out for. A vocabulary, and then it goes by chapter for things for you to discuss throughout. And this is the appendix, which has got all the different sheets that you need. So this has got an investigation log, a lab sheet for when you're doing your experiments. They use a great science book, Energy Lab for Kids. They do use a slightly different curriculum for science than we've picked this year, but again, because it's the same topics, I can mix the two and it'll still work fine. But I have actually looked at their curriculum and I do really like it too, so it's definitely a good option to consider, and if you purchase the curriculum you actually do get a discount as well. So formulate a story if you were to buy the curriculum, to give you a discount code. And then we've got a medieval mystery, and this is an actual story that they've put in for you. And then I'm just going to do a quick flip through. I missed a picture there. There we go. Of the appendix. Okay, now some of the books that they've picked are fantastic. So for writing, we have the Writer's Toolbox. So learn how to write letters, fairy tales, scary stories, journals, poems and reports. Gorgeous, fun pictures that my daughter's going to be really excited and engaged with. Writing your own play. So a step-by-step guide for them. Make me giggle. I really like the idea of this one. Writing your own silly story. They're so fun. It is just such an amazing curriculum. Adventures in Cartooning is the book they use for art. So you actually get to make your own for your art project, which I think would be really fun. We have Little Red Writing, which follows the story of Red Riding Hood, but from a writing perspective, which I think is a really cool idea. The No Nonsense Guide to Grammar, an awesomely fun guide to the way we use words. Show Me a Story, Writing Your Own Picture Book. So those are some of the language arts ones. Okay, they have the Two Truths and a Lie books that they are using for information literacy and critical thinking. So this one. And then you read the story, and throughout the week you're trying to figure out whether or not it is fact or fiction. And this is the other one. And then this is Behind the Legend, Unicorns, again, fact or fiction, you decide. They also have a dragons one too. I already showed you one of the books that they've picked for history. Here are some of the read alouds that they have picked. So we have Neil Gaiman's Fortunately the Milk, The Emperor's Riddle, Stella Diaz Has Something to Say, and I have also picked out The Turtle of Oman. So those are some of them. There are quite a few more. As I said, if you'd like to see a full haul, let me know. I just didn't want to bombard you with too many books, but can you really have too many books? That would be my kind of video, but it's not for everyone, so let me know if you want to see it. But that is Torchlight, Level 2, Logics and Legends. They also, Logic and Legends, I should say. They also have Kindergarten, Grade 1, 2. I really hope they continue with the series because I love it. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon.